Hello and welcome to Nerd Subculture. I'm your host Jared.
And I'm Edwina.
And today we're continuing a Once More with Feeling series on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Today we are doing Season 2, Episode 3, School Hard. First released on September 29th, 1997, written by David Greenwald, Joss Whedon, and directed by David T. Kretschmer.
This is a full spoiler podcast.
Full spoilers.
I am a huge fan of Buffy, and Jared has never watched the whole series all the way through, and I'm trying to convince him it's the best show ever.
And it's not.
It totally
we can try.
is.
This is work.
Yeah.
This is definitely work. So, Eddie, what was it like revisiting this episode for you? I know you've seen these a lot more than I have.
Yeah, there's not much to say about this episode. Mm-hmm. Who am I kidding? I love this episode.
Oh, really? You had me there.
I'm just channeling my inner Spike.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we get introduced to the character Spike.
He loves saying, who am I kidding? He does it like 3 times in the episode.
The misdirection when he says, who am I kidding? I love it.
Who am I kidding? So the name of the episode plays on Die Hard.
Oh, very subtle.
If you haven't worked it out. And it's the trapped in a building with a bunch of bad guys trope.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it, pretty much. Yes, then we are introduced to our big bads for the season, Spike and Drusilla.
Drusilla, yes. Okay.
So have you seen this episode?
No, I haven't seen this one. So I know who Spike is. I know the character Spike very well. It's a nice introduction, I think, to him. Little bad boy sort of rolls up in his car with the bad boy music going. Yeah. All right. So do we just want to go straight into synopsis and we can talk more about it? I can see you're really, really itching to talk about this. So I think we'll just go right into it.
We shall.
Principal Schneider assigns Buffy and Sheila to prepare the school lounge for parent-teacher night. Principal Schneider is considering expelling these two, but if they do a good job, he won't. A new pair of vampires arrive in town, Spike and Drusilla. Spike promises the Anointed One that he will kill Buffy. Giles and Miss Calendar inform Buffy that Saturday will be the night of Saint Vigius, named after the leader of the Vampire Crusade, and that during that night, the natural abilities of vampires will be enhanced. Spike stalks, then confronts Buffy at the Bronze and says that he will kill her on Saturday. He later kidnaps and brings Sheila to the weak Drusilla to feed on. Giles does not recognize Spike from Buffy's description. Angel warns him about Spike as Angel and Spike know each other from the past. Later, Giles finds a reference to Spike and discovers that he has killed 2 Slayers. At the parent-teacher night, Buffy fails to keep Schneider from meeting her mother. Afterwards, a stern Joyce orders Buffy home just as Spike and the other vampires crash through the window. In the ensuing fight, Buffy leads the adults to safety in the science room. Xander is set to fetch Angel while Buffy climbs through the air ducts to reach the library and her weapons. Buffy's location in the ceiling is discovered when Spike hears noises as she tries to avoid strikes made by the vampires to knock her down. After taking out the vampires trying to break into the science room, she runs into Sheila, who is now a vampire and is able to thwart Sheila's attempt to ambush her thanks to Giles. Xander returns to the school with Angel, who pretends to be his former evil self, Angelus. Though Spike first welcomes Angelus as a long-lost friend, he sees through the ruse, and Xander and Angel are forced to flee. Buffy and Spike finally meet in the hall and fight. Spike seemingly has Buffy beaten and is about to kill her, but is saved by her mother, who shows up and hits Spike over the head with an axe. Hurt, Spike flees the scene. Joyce tells Buffy that she trusts her to take care of herself, whatever Schneider may say. Schneider tells the police chief that the trouble was caused by a gang on PCP. When the chief wonders if people would believe it, Schneider asks if the chief would rather he tell the truth. Spike returns to the vampire lair, where the Anointed One demands penance for his failure. After starting to go through the motions, Spike simply throws the boy into the cage and raises it to the sunlight, killing him. From now on, he says, there'll be less ritual and more fun in Sunnydale. The end.
Wasn't that supposed to be clapping?
Oh, I think that's even better. So, can we start with the Anointed One?
Oh, God.
Can we start with that? The annoying one. You said it. You said it.
Because I completely forgot about the fact that it's actually Spike that calls him the annoying one in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The annoying one. So it appears that they were planning to do more with that character, but as what happens when you have children
I think
actors,
we have spoken about this.
We have spoken about this, but I think it became quite prevalent. Like they apparently even kept the actor sitting because he'd grown a fair amount in between the seasons.
Yeah.
Which is why he was sitting most of the time.
Yeah.
And his voice was starting to change, and as kids
but
do go through puberty.
But they had already done like some weird thing to his voice anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, child actors, it's what happens when you make them a main character in the show. They
Yeah,
often,
it's very difficult if you make them a vampire as well because they don't stay vampire.
They're not meant to age. Yeah, it's even worse.
Yeah, you have to get like one of those actors that just looks really young.
even so, though, it'd be hard pressed to say this is a child, you know. I mean, it's not saying it can't be done, but we've seen it in previous shows when you have that this happened, and you've got to move them on somehow. So we'll just kill him,
like Walt from Lost.
Walt from Lost, yeah, classic one. But at least he was a human boy. But
the problem with that was because Lost actually happens, like the show itself.
It's only a few months, I think, is it?
Yeah, it's not a very. There's not a very. Each episode is, it's only like
a day.
Hour. Yeah, it's not even a day.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all taken from different point of views.
Yeah.
So everything's all happening at the same time, but you have like a 22 episode season and probably only a week has passed.
Well, I think, and spoilers for Lost, everyone out there, but I think by the time that they're supposedly rescued, 8 months has passed or something like that. Or not even a year when they get rescued. So and that's about season 3 or 4.
Yeah, so it's like 4 years.
So 3 years, and it's been only 8 months, and the kid's like prepubescent, and then he's a lanky teenager by the end of it. So yeah.
So you sort of forget how quickly kids grow.
Yeah, but it seems like they actually had to change the direction of this show with the Anointed One because of the actor.
Yeah, so, and I think it's possibly the best thing that
maybe it worked out.
Did.
Yeah, just to do things on the fly like that.
So they set up that scene with Spike, groveling, to be very similar to the scene from like the episode Angel with the Order of Aurelius. And, and Darla pretty much kills the Order of, like, kills all three of them. They don't put up a fight. Mm-hmm. Like, it's this ritual where you have to throw yourself on the sword if you fail your leader type thing.
Mm.
And then you have Spike, who he goes through the motions of that and then just goes, screw this. Screw this ritual crap, and just puts him in a cage. And, there's a nice convenient ray of sunlight coming through up there, and
so ends the Anointed One.
Yeah, and he just punches out the one of the lackeys. Like, there's only one there.
Mm-hmm.
And like he did a lot worse than what the three did. Like, because so many a lot of vampires died.
Mm-hmm.
It pretty much meant that they couldn't do their attack when they were at their peak because he's this new impulsive vampire. Like, he's just really impulsive and gets bored easy.
Yeah.
So, and oh God, it's glad to see him gone. Let's talk about Spike and Drusilla.
Okay, so I don't know. I've never seen this character Drusilla, so I don't know anything about her or where her arc ends or goes. Is it his mother or something?
No.
No.
No. No, and so they are actually based off Sid and Nancy. So because I think I was saying to you, Spike, he really is a cross between Billy Idol and Sid Vicious, and he comes in as this almost a breath of fresh air from the Master and the Anointed One.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that.
And he actually just brings this new rock and roll energy to the show. Because he is impulsive and really easy, and he's very sassy. The only word to describe him is sassy.
And very chewing the scenery too.
Yes. I love him chewing the scenery.
Yeah. Ripping into it.
Yeah, but he also probably speaks better in those prosthetics, those teeth. Like, a lot of the actors really struggle.
Yeah, maybe they do ADR though or something, like they
record
it later.
No, they don't. Because, like, you'll hear it get, like, I think when Angel is Angelus, like, they really do have that lisp that...
The lisp?
The lisp.
Gotta suck your blood.
Yes. Yeah. So, it's, like, Spike is a great character. Drusilla is, she's only really in this season. And then she sort of is sprinkled throughout. She's actually Spike's sire.
So a sire, are we going to mention that? Because Spike was referring to Angelus as his sire.
Yeah. So spoiler alert. So, it has been established in this episode that Angel and Spike have some sort of relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does come about that you find out that Angel actually made Drusilla, and then Drusilla made Spike. So that the way that it works is there's a lineage of sires.
Have they? I can't remember. Is there a specific ritual or anything to become a vampire? Or if you just get bitten by one, you become one?
No. The ritual is they have to suck your blood, and then you have to suck their blood.
Right.
There's this whole blood sucky thing that goes on.
Yeah.
But no, they do
Very kinky.
they actually do have to be buried in the ground in the earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of the ritual.
Should we talk about Cordelia?
So Cordelia was helping the gang from the get-go, wasn't she?
Yeah, like she's pretty much become part of the Scoobies now. Like, she was in there helping make weapons.
Are they called Scoobies yet? Or is that what I see that written down everywhere, but they've never referred to themselves as the Scoobies. Is that something that comes up?
Not yet. It will come up. Oh, yeah. So at the start of this episode, you have to remember that at the end of the last episode, there's in some assembly acquired, there was... in some assembly required, Buffy burns down another school building.
Yes.
Yes. So that's why she has to put on this parent-teacher night thing.
As a punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her and Sheila.
Sheila.
Hey,
meat pie.
What?
Hey, meat pie.
Mate, what are you talking about?
That's what she called. Like, that's her boyfriend.
Meat pie.
Meat pie.
Not hot pie.
Not hot pie, meat pie.
Yeah. She was something, wasn't she? Sheila.
Yeah. Stabbed her teacher. How do you not get expelled for stabbing a teacher?
Yeah, I thought, stabbing a teacher? How are you not in jail?
How are you not in...
Yeah, they kind of just glossed over that. Oh, you get detention for stabbing a teacher. Like, okay, is the teacher okay? He's going on about, he's worried about people dying and everything, and students are stabbing teachers. Oh, that's it. That's detention. No, sorry, it wasn't detention. You have to help set up PTA night with a lot of teachers.
Parent-teacher night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't understand why stabbing a teacher wasn't a big enough reason to expel someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Buffy has a nice little line about it. The fire department said it could have been mice who was smoking.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and I have a line for, is it Shakespeare or the Bible?
All right, go on. Is it Shakespeare or the Bible?
So, Spike says to Drusilla, "I'll chop her into messes."
Is this? I guess it could be Shakespeare.
Yeah, it's Shakespeare. It's from Othello.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do you know what messes are?
No.
It's actually just little bits of food.
Okay.
Which is why you get things like a mess hall.
Oh, yeah, mess hall.
That's where it comes
messes.
from.
There you go.
Yeah.
That Drusilla was played by Juliet Landau.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was in Edward, and apparently Joss Whedon had seen her in Edward and just gave her the part then and there after seeing her that.
Yeah.
And she is also Martin Landau's daughter, who was also in the movie, who played Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, so I didn't actually know that it was...
I never knew that was his daughter.
Yeah. But I do, like, when we watched Ed Wood, I said, oh, that's Drusilla.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Funny, thinking back, I thought it was the girl from Firefly. That was her. What's her name? The prostitute character. I can't remember her name.
Inara,
yeah.
yeah.
I thought that actress was her.
Oh, really?
Like looking back, I was was that her that played it?
Yeah.
Not until I watched it.
Drusilla's makeup is very like she sort of looks a little like a cougar.
A cougar,
like an actual like it's
a real cougar.
Like her I don't know her the way that they do her vampire makeup is very different. It's like smoother or something, but yeah, she sort of looks more cat-like.
Is there any reason why she's like always spaced out, or is it?
Yeah, she's sick.
Oh,
she was attacked by a mob in Prague. They just say she was attacked by a
attacked. What does that mean?
I don't know. It just says that she's injured.
Oh,
but yeah, she's also slightly. So when she was human, she was can see the future.
Oh, okay. All
so
right.
she already has sort of these psychic powers. So with Drusilla, you find out that Angel actually made her crazy before he turned her into a vampire. So that's also why she's a little bit of a space cadet.
Okay.
On top of the mob in Prague.
Who did something to her.
Well, yeah, it just said that she was attacked by a mob in Prague. And it's actually mentioned a couple of times in the episode.
But it just seems weird. Like, what did they poison her or something?
Set her on fire or beat her up or...
Should be okay though, wouldn't she?
Not necessarily. Well, she's just weakened, that's all.
Oh, she's just weakened. Okay, she's not sick.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a bit different.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, and I'll go, do you like daisies? I plant them, but they always die. Everything I put in the ground withers and dies.
Oh, is that going to be a quote?
No. I'm just saying that to do my best Drusilla impersonation.
It sounded good.
My best Drusilla impersonation. You like daisies? So, and it is funny. So Spike's accent, like it is sort of that, what do you call that accent? So that Cockney.
Yeah, Cockney.
Cockney English accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because you see in flashbacks he actually has like a really posh English accent. So that's something.
All part of his...
So that's actually something he developed to make himself into his rock and roll punk vampire. Yeah. There's a line that Spike says, and it's the fee, fi, fo, thumb, I smell the blood of a nice ripe girl. Well, I think it's earlier in the episode, Xander pulls a tampon out of her bag.
Oh, no.
And then Spike says that line, insinuating that she is on her period.
Oh, okay. Is that why she was getting the cramps when the vampires were coming around?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. No. Yeah, leave that one.
No, but yeah, it was that thing where whenever you go into my handbag to get something, you always open up the tampon. Like it's just in my bag, but you always go and open up like the little zipper bits where I keep my tampons.
Oh, and I make the same face that he did when he touched it.
Yes, it's like the hot tampon.
Oh, gross.
Playing hot potato with the tampon.
Yes, it is.
All right. Did you want to go into question time?
Yeah, I think we can do it. Let's go with it.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Yes, you will. Go ahead.
Which character was your favourite in this episode?
I suppose we've got to go Spike, haven't we? Is that?
Yeah, Spike.
He chewed that scenery.
Yeah. Which character do you love to hate in this episode?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Sheila.
Yeah. I'm gonna go the annoying one, and as it's his last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw him in there as well. Yeah.
What was the most memorable fight scene?
I think I'll go with the fight scene at the Bronze. I think.
Yeah, in the alleyway.
The alleyway. Yeah.
The big ugly guy or whatever he's called.
The Big Ugly? Was he just called the Big Ugly?
Yeah, he's called the Big Ugly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of got thrown to the slaughter as well.
Yeah. I will have to go the Buffy Spike showdown at the end, and she's rescued by Joyce.
Yeah, and then he just runs away like a pussy. What the hell was that? Like, he's about to kill her, and he gets hit in the head, but it doesn't really affect him or anything. I mean, he probably should have just turned around, killed her, and then killed Buffy.
He's expecting that she's going to be like a lone like a lone slayer,
Yes.
but she utilizes her friends and family, or mainly her friends, in her slaying. And that's that wasn't what he was expecting.
But, it was just like the axe that just hit him on the head. Like it's, he looked fine enough to run away.
Yeah, but I think he thought that she was going to be a much easier target than what she actually was.
Well, she was a pretty easy target. He had her.
Yeah, and then one of her friends intervened and, or her mum intervened and stopped him.
Yeah, but shouldn't he just
and his
said,
whole,
hey, you hit me in the head and now I'm going to kill you?
Yeah, but his whole attack, like heaps of his vampires were killed. By the time she gets to him, he's outnumbered.
Yeah, by a woman like her mother.
With an axe.
But he's like a strong vampire. And this is like the heightened night when they're meant to be enhanced.
No, it wasn't. He got impatient and went 2 nights earlier. Yeah. So the whole thing is that he was supposed to attack on the Saturday and instead he attacked on the Thursday night.
Oh, well, I missed that. Okay.
At the school.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was the Saturday night.
No, it's not. Who does a parent-teacher night on a Saturday night?
I don't know.
No one does a parent-teacher night.
Who stabs a teacher and doesn't get expelled?
Yeah. So, it's the fact that it's not St. Vigius, the night of St. Vigius, that he does this attack.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he was a bit intimidated by Joyce.
Yeah, she's very intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have ran too. No, he did the right thing.
She's a mama bear.
Yeah.
Protecting her daughter. But he does say slayer with friends and family. How disgusting.
Shaking my head. Yeah. All right, next question.
LOL moment.
I guess the Xander handbag moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was my LOL moment.
Sorry, it's the conversation between Spike and Buffy in that final showdown, and Buffy says, "Do we really need weapons for this?" And Spike says, "I just like them. They make me feel all manly." And he does like this little hand gesture down his body that just it's just very funny.
Very manly.
Yes.
Do I make you horny?
Who gets the wooden spoon?
It's got to be the anointed one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the lackey that he punches out before killing the annoying one.
Yeah. No, but the anointed one's meant to anoint things, and he doesn't.
Well, he's meant to have some sort of power. You never, even Drusilla, this one has power.
Yeah. Does he?
Well, no. Well, you never actually see him have any.
He doesn't do anything.
He hasn't done anything.
No. Useless. Get rid of him. Get him off.
Which is exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Favorite scene?
Maybe the Spike intro scene when he rolls up in the car and the bad boy music's put. You see his feet first get out of the car. Very cliche.
And he's like, "Home sweet home."
Home sweet home.
Even though he's never actually been to Sunnydale.
No. Why would he say that then?
Yeah, my favourite scene is when Spike stalks Buffy and her friends at the Bronze on the dance floor, and they've got Stupid Thing by Nickel is playing. And you can actually see, I think James Masters played it as if he was really attracted to her. And it really works. And you can kind of see this is the start of his obsession with her.
Mm-hmm.
That, pretty much is a constant theme throughout.
Yeah.
The series.
And a quick mention to the guy dancing the twist in the background too during that scene. If you watch it, there's a guy is fully dancing the twist.
Is he?
You probably don't notice because Xander's dancing pretty crazy in the background as well. But there's a guy behind him doing the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Yeah.
Yeah. Least favorite scene?
I suppose when they're with Sheila and they're doing the thing for the PTA meeting. And
keep calling it a PTA meeting.
Well, everyone else calls it PTA.
It's not a PTA meeting.
I don't know. Everyone else calls it that.
A PTA meeting, it's a parent-teacher night. parent-teacher night.
It's referenced many times on here as PTA, but yeah, no, they're setting up that. What are they setting up?
Parent-teacher night.
No, what are they setting up? Some banner or something?
Yeah, so they need to make a parent-teacher night banner.
Yeah.
So they have to make a banner.
The student who set the school on fire and the student who stabbed a teacher have to pay penance by making a banner.
And putting on a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making food and punch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The lemonade that she made fresh with no sugar and didn't taste it. It's like, how much sugar did you put in? Sugar?
Gross.
Yeah, I don't really have a least favourite scene. Actually, I think it's some of the stuff with Snyder. He gets a bit annoying at times.
Okay, yep.
Because he just tries to, like when Buffy's trying to save his life and he's like, I'm in charge here. Okay, favourite quote?
I guess I like the final scene where there's just some acknowledgement that, stuff is going on and they are sort of covering up. So with that the police chief and Schneider, where they're saying, oh, do I need to say something to the media people? Schneider's like, so the usual story, gang-related PCP? Whatever mind, the truth? He's like, right, gang-related PCP. So it's obviously that this stuff happens a lot, but they just cover it up.
It's always covered up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't deal with it. Just sweep it under the rug.
Yeah. So mine is the monologue when the vampire goes, he says, I should know I was at the crucifixion. Or he's talking about the crucifixion of Christ. And he was like, I should know I was there. And Spike has this fantastic entrance where he goes, you were there? Oh, please. If every vampire who said he was at the crucifixion was actually there, it would have been like Woodstock. I was actually at Woodstock. That was a weird gig. I fed off a flower person and I spent the next 6 hours watching my hand move.
So Jesus was crucified at night?
Exactly. Oh, no, that could have been human when the crucifixion happened.
Oh, so, okay.
Yes. Who's the MVP of the episode?
I think I might have to give it to Buffy's mother.
Oh, to Joyce.
To Joyce, yes.
And by the way, this is the first time you actually learn her name is Joyce.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Come through with her daughter in the end, stood up for her in front of the teacher. Tried to warn the people that, Buffy said, you shouldn't stick your head out of the window. Like, what does she know? And he sticks his head out the window and gets eaten. Yeah. And surprisingly, she doesn't know she's a Slayer yet, or doesn't know about vampires or anything.
Yeah, it is that thing where I'd like, it's also that thing like Buffy had, like she pulled open a drawer and there's just like holy water and crosses and all these weird supplies.
She's just going through a phase.
Yes. Like why she hasn't questioned some of this stuff in her daughter's room. Like why does she have a drawer full of stakes, like wooden stakes and crosses and...
Yeah. Teenage girls these days, huh?
Yeah, it's just a phase they're going through. Yeah, I was going to say Joyce as well. But also she stands up to Snyder as well.
Yeah, Snyder as well, yeah.
And I think she realises that Snyder really is a little rat. And it's like that animosity does continue throughout the season. Like she gets a taste of what he's like for the first time in this episode.
Right, yeah.
And he does just get worse. Okay, best Cordelia freak-out moment?
Well, at the start, when she was making the steaks and she was going on about she could have been there earlier, but she'd had to get her legs waxed or something like that, was she said. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a freak-out, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, her and Willow stuck in the closet and Willow, like, pretty much... Willow in the closet.
Yeah, she's hiding in the closet, huh?
Hiding in the closet with Cordelia. Nothing going on there.
No.
No sexual tension at all. Nothing.
No.
Nothing going on at all. What do you rate this episode out of 10 using something from the episode?
Okay, I'll give it 4 anointed ones out of 10. I'm going to say I'm not a fan of this show. You haven't converted me yet. So you got a long, long way ahead of yourself, Eddie.
Damn it. Yeah, I'd probably give this 8 out of 10 sexy eyebrow scars.
8 out of 10. Sexy eyebrow scars. Love it, love it, love it.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I just think this is a really great episode.
Yeah. I'm still not sold on Buffy. I know it's only been 1 and a little bit seasons. So what, 15 episodes I've watched.
Oh, look, you can barely even count the first season, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, I can see how people like it and stuff, but I'm not there. I'm definitely not there. We've got another, 4 or 5 seasons to go yet, so...
Yeah, but I just have a feeling if you don't get hooked in this second season, you're not going to like it.
You're going to give up?
Yeah.
Give up? All right,
well,
well...
I don't know. I think either... Well, I'd probably say till season... If you don't like it after season 3, you're not going to like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Only 1 more season away. Well, I'll give anything a go, and I'll be patient and see what this happens. So all these episodes I've never seen before, so this is all new to me.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Well, okay then. Call to action.
All right. That wraps it up for this week. I'm Jared.
I'm Edwina. And we are on TikTok, we are on Twitter, we are on Instagram and Facebook under Nerd Subculture.
So Eddie's doing some really cool posts on there. It's lots of videos, a lot of clips of us. So if you see those, just give us a little like.
Follow, subscribe.
Say hello. No one's saying hello yet. Get in the reviews.
Comment.
Take care.
All right, bye.